show you an entire week of eating healthy on a budget. And I'm gonna show you how you can turn $100 into 7 days of eating, and it's gonna be healthy, just under $15 a day.
Wow.
The big thing is honestly getting ingredients that you can use in different recipes. Also, some of these items are things that you will have leftovers that you can use for future weeks. You know, sunflower seeds, things that you can throw into your salads and breakfasts for future weeks to come. And it's not like meal prep when we're gonna prep everything and then you're eating weird old leftovers for the rest of the week. No, it's just about buying ingredients that you know you can use in multiple recipes. They're gonna be simple, they're gonna taste good, you have to enjoy it too, or else, I mean, eating should be enjoyable. Things like salt and pepper and spices I didn't include because you should have that. If you don't have that, just go and buy those anyway. You should have some spices. If you don't, that's why you're eating out all the time. Your food that you try to make at home tastes like trash. All right, nutritious, delicious. Let's do this.
So here is the shopping list of the items you're gonna need. So I've included a PDF of the shopping list below, but here's all the fresh produce you're gonna need. Here are some other items, and here's some more. And all of these items total exactly $100. And what's nice is a few of these items will also carry over to future weeks, like things that are frozen or non-perishable, so you can use them again. And in addition to some snacks, these are each day's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And as you put your groceries away, and before we dive in, we're gonna do the tiniest bit of prep. So I grabbed 2 of the 5-pack of zucchinis and 2 of the 6 bananas and sliced them up to flash freeze them, which means just slicing them, throwing them onto a plate and throwing them into the freezer before you put them in the container, because that way it takes some of the moisture out and they don't stick together when you have them to grab for your smoothies. So one thing you have to do the evening before day 1 starts is just to prep some overnight oats. This is not reinventing the wheel here, it's overnight oats. But what I like to do is take, well, you can use a mason jar or just grab an old salsa container or something from Trader Joe's also. If you do this, I highly recommend using boiling water when you're making your coffee or whatever, with some dish soap, and shake it around with the hot water. Maybe do that twice, and it really helps get rid of any spicy scent or anything in there. Anyhow, so frozen fruit, I put some into a container and throw them in the fridge so that they're not all hard in the morning and they're ready to go. And then throw some oats into one of the containers as well, about just under halfway up. Add some oat milk and throw that in the fridge. Throw both of those things in the fridge and you'll be ready in the morning.
A few moments later.
So after my coffee with oat milk, which yes, I factored that into the $100. If you don't drink coffee, you can save a few bucks, I guess. But here is the green juice that I have in the morning. It's only $3.99 for that jar, and it lasts for 4 days, which is amazing. And look, my overnight oats are all ready to go. Grab some Trader Joe's peanut butter, no sugar added or anything. It's just simply the peanuts and simply delicious. Stir that all up in there, and then I'm gonna grab those berries that are now, you know, not so cold. I kind of like when they're a little bit soggy. If you don't like that, I don't know, you buy some fresh fruit or something. I don't know. I think it's fine. And then grab some sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds, sprinkle them in there, and just give it all a nice little stir, and you've got a delicious breakfast ready to go. And as promised, it was simple, it was delicious, and nutritious. And I ate it in between some free YouTube workout routines. Now it's time for lunch, and we're going to be making a chicken curry sandwich with some Granny Smith apple and arugula. This is the curry chicken salad. It might not be the most healthy thing on this whole list, but honestly it's delicious, and it's about 300 calories in a serving of that, and it's amazing. So set aside half of the apple for later and take a little bite as you're preparing if you want. Throw some pieces onto the English muffin, and then I like to put a few pieces on the side as well. And add the arugula, and then it's time to add the chicken. Now this has cashews and raisin and carrot and just the perfect curry spice. I love this stuff, and paired with the apple and the arugula, it's such a delicious sandwich. So take it, squish it together, and there you have it. Lunch is ready. It was really quick to make, it tastes good, and again, on budget. So for dinner, we're going to be making portobello burgers. I'm actually really excited to show you this. It uses a fig balsamic and some blue cheese. Now I know blue cheese also isn't the healthiest thing, but it packs so much flavor in so little, so I think it's just such a great thing to have. Now also red pepper, and this is sweet onion. And together it's such a good combo. And we're going to be using another English muffin. Also, I'm definitely biting my dad's burger recipe here, but he uses regular burgers, but I decided to use the portobello mushroom. It's not only cheaper, but it's healthier and so delicious, and it really works well with this. So scoop out the insides of the mushroom and then put them into the bowl with some fig balsamic. Put these guys inside, kind of splosh it all around, and then throw that into the fridge while you prepare the rest of the dish. So slice this in half and cut up the whole thing into slices. Don't chop it, just like full long slices, and then do the same thing with the red pepper as well. And normally I would use olive oil, but I'm trying to show you guys just using the ingredients I got and make it extra healthy, so we're using the coconut oil. We're going to throw these guys into the toaster, and I'm putting more coconut oil because it needs oil. And now it's time to add the red peppers, and we're just gonna fry these guys up. And in a second pan, add some more of the coconut oil and put your mushroom caps down with the top side down. Add the little bit of extra fig balsamic in there, nothing goes to waste. And after about 3 minutes, give it a little flip and keep mixing around your onions and your red pepper. And then after another 3 minutes, you're gonna flip them again, and then you're gonna put a lid on top and let that cook for another 6 minutes or so. And now your red peppers and sweet onions are all ready. I put a little bit of arugula, some blue cheese, and fig balsamic as a little side. The English muffins are toasted, so take one of the mushroom caps and place it on the bun. Add some red pepper and onion, just drizzle a whole bunch on top. Oh my gosh, this looks so good to me. So you'll notice that there's an entire mushroom and red pepper and onion left over. We're going to use that tomorrow to make a delicious lunch. Now it's time to add some blue cheese onto this burger. It gets a little bit melty, and then you add the fig balsamic and put the lid on top, and it is the most delicious burger ever. So if you're anything like me, even if you're doing a week of healthy eating, you still need some snacks. So this organic popcorn with organic extra virgin olive oil is a great option. I like to put some in a bowl so I know that I'm not eating too much of it. But I finished day one feeling good. And we start out day two with something you have never seen before, avocado toast. Yes, we toasted some English muffins. We put half an avocado on top, put the other half away. We're going to eat that another time, and sprinkle on some salt and pepper. So remember that leftover mushroom, red pepper, and onion from dinner last night? We're going to use it to make lunch today with some spinach, blue cheese, more fig balsamic, and some quinoa. So rinse your quinoa, throw it in the pot, add some water, slice up the mushroom so that it's in little strips the same way as the red pepper and the onion. Grab some more of that coconut oil, spray it, heat that up just so that it's warm. You could eat this cold, but I wanted it warm. And then throw some spinach on top because I like when it gets a little wilty and cooked. And since I was doing the hot quinoa, that's why I did this whole thing hot. I think if I had leftover quinoa, I would have just done a cold salad, but that's because I'm lazy. But here we go. Lunch. A little more of that blue cheese because you know I love it. Packs so much flavor. Drizzle on some of that fig balsamic and add some sunflower seeds, and you've got yourself a delicious little lunch. Now here's another little snack hack. I love cookies, but I wasn't eating any of those delicious Trader Joe's cookies this week, so I took a banana, mashed it up, and added some peanut butter, and mixed that all up into a little dough kind of situation. Added some oats, and then some sunflower seeds, and also some pumpkin seeds. If you have cinnamon, throw a little of that in too, and just mix it up. Put it in the fridge so that it gets to be like a dough for about a half an hour, and then scoop little balls. Use an old Chinese food container, whatever you got, and put those inside and throw them in the fridge. And whenever you're a little bit hungry, it's a great little snack to have. Woohoo! It is dinner time. We're gonna do riced cauliflower stir fry with a whole bunch of roasted vegetables. So take half of your red onion and cut that up. Save the other half for later. Take a sweet potato, red pepper, zucchini, broccoli, cauliflower. Throw a bunch of coconut oil on and throw them on. Space them out as much as you can. Spray some more on top and use some salt and pepper. If you've got rosemary, oregano, that's always good too. We're also gonna roast some chickpeas for some extra protein. So spread those out as much as you can too. Spray them, put some spices on. Now the riced cauliflower, we're gonna use more of the spray. We're gonna put it in there, and instead of rice, it's just a less calorie and version of rice basically. So we've roasted our vegetables. I did a pretty high heat and just kept my eye on it, flipping them around here and there, and added some spices. Now here is the riced cauliflower, and we're gonna add all the vegetables on top, put on some pepper, and it's a delicious, delicious dinner. And if you're anything like me, you're an ice cream addict, and sometimes you just really want dessert. So take some frozen mango and frozen banana, some oat milk, and just blend it up, and basically pretend you're eating ice cream. It's pretty delicious, and you can sit on your couch and feel like you're having dessert. Or mix it up with some mixed berries with the mango and the oat milk, and you have a berry ice cream. So for day 3, we have a few repeats. We have overnight oats and the green juice and coffee again. And for dinner, we're gonna have the chicken curry sandwich. But for lunch, we're gonna make a power bowl. So leftover quinoa from yesterday's lunch and leftover vegetables from last night. Add a bit of the fig balsamic and some blue cheese, and it's a great lunch. So it's day 4. We're having an English muffin with peanut butter and apples, some soup, and salsa chicken. So no repeats today. So I'm semi-patiently waiting for my English muffin to toast. I'm slicing up half an apple and, checking my phone, doing morning things. How are you doing? How's everybody doing? All right, so English muffins are ready. I'm going to grab some of that peanut butter. If you have any cinnamon, it's a great addition as well. So here, just putting on some apple. I like to put apple on one side only and then have the other just with peanut butter, and take little bites of the apple. I don't know how you do yours. This way you get to make yourself like a little yin yang. For lunch, we're just having some soup. Again, I said a lot of these things would be very simple. It literally is just putting some soup into a pot and eating it. It's delicious. You know what? Maybe there's a bit more sodium than if you made your own homemade soup, but hey, it was pretty good. And I can't live a week without some chocolate almonds. For dinner, we're gonna make a salsa chicken using some tomatoes, some Hatch Valley salsa, black beans, this Melodious blend. It's lentils and stuff. Anyway, chicken and our tried and true coconut spray. Use a little bit of paprika, or this chili lime seasoning, some salt and pepper, whatever you have. Throw it on the chicken that you think is going to work. If you have taco mix, whatever. There's that other half of the red onion, if you remember from when we were roasting vegetables. So just flip these guys around. Doesn't take long to cook them. Add the black beans with the red onion in the pot, and then also add the tomatoes. I just dumped the whole can of each in and just kind of gave it a stir up. Use half of a lime and squeeze it on to your chicken, and then add a bit of this Hatch Valley salsa. Really low calorie, and obviously is going to give you a lot of flavor. So mix that up and then add all of the beans and onion and tomato right on top, and let that all kind of stew together. And now I've cleaned the pot out, and I'm gonna use it to cook the lentil mix. So you just throw it in and add a little bit of water, and it only takes a few minutes to cook. So once that looks all good and ready, put it in a bowl and then add some of the chicken and salsa topping, and you have yourself a nice little dinner. And then I used half an avocado. And as you can see, this was really easy to make, and it actually made enough for 2 people to eat for dinner and leftovers for the lunch tomorrow. All right, we've made it to day 5. We're gonna make a smoothie and just have leftovers of the chicken from last night and make another curry chicken sandwich. So throw some spinach, some frozen mango, some of the frozen zucchini and banana that we froze at the beginning of the week, all into the blender, add some water, and just blend that up. And I like to then take the container from the juice that we were drinking earlier this week and fill it up with the leftovers. This is enough smoothie for 3 days, but maybe you want to make it fresh every day. That's on you. Okay, so day 6, we're going to have more of that smoothie, a banana, the other half of that soup in the jar, and then we're going to make kale gnocchi. So take this kale gnocchi, more of the coconut oil spray, and some tomato and basil marinara. Spray the spray, add the kale gnocchi. Now we're going to eat half of this for dinner tonight, and the other half will be a lunch tomorrow. So cook them, flip them around until they look all nice and cooked. It only takes a few minutes. Add your marinara sauce. Merry Christmas, red and green. Here we go. There's some basil that I added just because I love basil. I added some more, and I added some salt and pepper. And yeah, we eat half of that for dinner. And it's time for our final day. We're gonna have more smoothie, the leftover kale gnocchi, and we're just gonna make a big salad with what we have left. So we still had a bunch of arugula and some spinach. We're not gonna let any of that wilt or go to waste. We're gonna finish it off. We're gonna add some blue cheese. If you wanted to add some quinoa or something, you can too. I still had the zucchini, threw that on in there, and I had a little spoonful left of the curried chicken, and I had some sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds. And there you have it, a full week of eating healthy for $100 all from Trader Joe's, and you still got some seeds and things in the freezer that you can use in future weeks to come, but without wasting anything in the fridge. Nothing rotted, everything was delicious. I hope that you enjoyed watching this, and I would love to know if you try this out yourself. So thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.